think right now it's about the spring. We have plenty of time until the season starts, so getting guys to work in different spots, get used to playing different positions, learn the whole offense from every aspect of it so that if you're ever thrown in a guard, tackle, center, and we need that guy, you feel comfortable doing that. So I think the spring's going to be good, making sure guys fit their roles, know their roles, and learn their roles. And then probably the fall, wire in on the groups who are going to be playing more, where you're going to be playing, kind of get more set in stone as to where we're going to be.
I'm sorry to ask this already, but you've had a little time to understand what you'll be doing when you finally get to spring. Can you kind of share what the differences or the responsibilities of the offensive line in this new system? What would be the biggest changes that you guys have to?
I think just the way it's going to look. Traditionally Wisconsin's been a really big power run school. We're going to load the box up. We're going to have 9 guys in the box, and we're going to face some tough looks, but we're going to be able to run the ball regardless of that. And something we're still going to pride ourselves on is being able to run the ball, but it's going to be doing that in a lot of different ways. I think we're going to be a lot more spread out personnel-wise. I'd expect a lot lighter personnel groups than you've probably seen in the prior years, and I think that's exciting for us. It looks a lot different, but it presents a lot more opportunity to expand the field, widen out the defense and exploit them in places we weren't able to do prior to. So I'm excited to see what we can do, and I think it'll be good for us.
What's the process been for you these last couple months to try to learn this offense before you actually get to your first spring practice? How did you go about doing that?
Just watching film with the coaches. We had some meetings prior to, just kind of get the basics of it down. Here are the plays, here are your play sheets, here's kind of the basic schemes you're going to be running, and then taking the opportunity to watch some film from UNC, see what they did last year, over the past couple of years, their best of plays, the plays they ran them the best times they did, how it should look and how we want it to look, and, seeing that, picking up hard things, here's what I can do on certain plays to make it better, here's what not to do. So just kind of watching film, going over with the coaches, but I think we're headed in the right direction, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
What are some of your early impressions of some of the Cincinnati offensive linemen that transferred in here, Renfro and Huber?
Good. They both work really hard. I think that's something you're always excited to have around you. You want guys that are going to push you every day to be better, and those two definitely bring that. Joe and Jake, they bring that intensity. They've done this system. They've been with Coach Vick, their whole college career, so they kind of know what it's like. And they wouldn't have followed him here if it wasn't for a good reason. So we're excited to have them here. They're both really good players, really good athletes that bring that intensity and that drive we need in the offensive line. And I'm excited to see what they can do this season.
How big of a difference do you think it'll be for the offensive line to adjust to huddle, up-tempo stuff you guys have probably never done before here?
It's definitely going to take some time. We're used to utilizing every single one of those 40 seconds you get between plays. So for us, getting lined up at 20, it's going to be like, at the end of the game, 2-minute drill, the whole game. So getting used to that, getting that kind of conditioning, getting used to mentally being able to push yourself, 10, 15 plays, it's going to be different. I think it'll take a little while to adjust to, but, over time, I think we'll adapt and be just fine, and it's exciting, to kind of have that on our side and compared to the past.
Maybe in the winter conditioning used in that respect.
Good. It's a lot. The difference, I would say, is the way we work out is a faster tempo. So, compared to before, we would rest probably more between sets. Now it's go, 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 because that's how it's going to be when you get out there. There's never a dull moment. You're going to be running. You're going to run a play. You're going to jog up to the ball right where it's at, call the play, run it again. And so I think kind of working out with the same tempo we're going to be playing at is something we've been really emphasizing here. And I think that's going to help us in the long run. If you can do everything at that tempo, you should be able to play at that tempo.
Maybe you'll know a lot more when you guys line up in the spring, but what changes when trying to learn a new quarterback when you've been with one guy the last 3 years?
Just getting used to what they want to do, the adjustments they make at the line of scrimmage, the cadence, how the mean things throughout, how they lead. So far, they've been really good, and I'm excited with the quarterbacks we have. You see that kind of talent in the quarterback room, and it's something exciting. You see the passes, the plays they can make, the things they've done in the past, and we're real excited to have that here. It's just an exciting time overall for the program, and I'm excited to see what those guys can do.
How has Tanor initiated himself into the offense and into the team?
Good. He's a quiet leader, I would say. He's a good leader, but he's a guy that leads by example. He'll let his work speak for himself. You know, he'll talk when he needs to, but he's just a very good person, good, hard-working guy. And you see that and you respect that. You know, you see him come out here on mat drill 6 a.m. and beating guys. You know, it's tough. It's always tough, and just to see your quarterback, you know, digging deep in times where a lot of guys are having a hard time, and you know, kind of leading by example is something I really appreciate, and I think a lot of guys respect that and look up to that.